Hi, welcome to Chatter 15 Minutes of Fame. I am one of your hosts, Claron Sharif, and the fabulous Danielle Ward.
Good afternoon, morning, night,
Right? Wherever you are.
wherever you are.
So, today we are talking about the do's and don'ts for actors. Don't do that dumb shit.
Please.
One of the things on my do list I have is, I'm sorry, you do on my do not list. Do not list your background work on your resume. That is considered a hobby. If you're going to take your acting career seriously, don't put it on your resume. Another big one is headshots. When you walk into that audition, you better look like that headshot. Don't come in there, your headshot has you with brunette hair, minimal makeup. You come in with blonde hair and heavy makeup. You're going to piss off a lot of people. That's like me ordering nachos, loaded nachos, and they bring me back some old dry ass nachos with some old cheese. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I'm telling you. If you ever do modeling or print work, which I've done print work, do not ask for the prints or pictures unless they are offered to you. I had a job where the director of photography offered us the pictures. She could send them, which she did. The next job, I didn't know this etiquette, uh, and I asked for them, and I had mentioned it to my agent, and she's like, "Don't ever do that. It's a no-no because it's top secret. They don't want everybody to know about it, and they may not just have the time to send it to you. I don't know. That's just something I threw in there. That's one of my guesses. But she said absolutely do not ask for them. I have a friend, I've mentioned her before, Vivian Artist. She said yes, that's a no-no. So don't do it. Um, do you want to jump in for a minute? Because my next one's
Yeah.
kind of lengthy.
Yep. I was going to say my first don't is don't arrive to set intoxicated or take drugs during filming, please. Kind of is a disruption.
Yes.
And it I think it's downright disrespectful towards
Yes.
the production and your fellow artists,
Mm-hmm.
especially if scenes have to be delayed
Yeah.
or edited in a certain way because they can't use your footage. I'm just going to say that because that does happen.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of actors maybe having a beer or maybe smoking a little weed before filming, which, some it may help or enhance their.
Right.
But I mean, what I'm talking about partaking, I mean, to the point where you're not any good
Mm-hmm.
and it's a problem for everybody involved. Please
Yeah.
don't do it. It's completely disrespectful. The other thing I was gonna say, don't belittle your fellow actors or your colleagues or anybody. Don't do that shit, please. I don't know. I think insecurity may be a factor why some people do it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I don't understand why anybody would want to make a production uncomfortable,
Yep.
especially for people who are just getting into it and this may be their first or second time on a set.
Mm-hmm.
Um, please don't poke fun at them or, um, helpful tips, yes,
Yeah.
but don't talk shit to them or
Right.
just make them feel awkward about being there or use your experience in a way to intimidate.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that. I have seen that.
Mm.
Um, yeah, and don't shit on the PAs or the crew. Everybody has well-defined roles, and if they're executed well, then it's winner winner chicken dinner for everybody.
Yes.
You know, yeah, because you definitely don't want to disrespect the sound, the people that are lighting you and making you look good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody picking up stuff on that mic and you talking
Yes.
shit or just being unkind.
Yes.
All that. Just be a decent human being.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you can't, stay off the set.
Yep.
Okay. Here are some audition tips. I can't talk today.
Mhm.
From Mike Pointer, known for The Bold and the Beautiful, It's My Party, and Renegade. And he is also the business owner of I Saw Your Commercial.com. He assists actors in booking commercials, and there's many courses and workshops. So he says, when you do an audition, when you slate your name, do not put a question mark at the end. Hi, my name is Clarence Sharif. This is considered vocal frying, and it sounds awkward. Vocal frying is the vocal effect that produces a low, creaky sound by slowly vibrating the vocal cords. It is also known as glottalization. Interesting. When asked to tell us something about yourself in the audition, talk about one thing: food, music, your favorite car, what you like to do, sports, activities. Pick one that makes you smile.
Mm,
And as you come to the end of your introduction, end with the closing statement. And that's a little bit about me. Thank you.
mm,
Never say thanks. Lastly, how long should you talk in the audition? 1 minute. That's it. They don't want to know your life story. They don't have that kind of time.
mhm.
Hmm. Hmm. What you got?
My last don't I have is don't overstep boundaries.
Gosh, yes.
Don't. And, hypothetically, if there's some naughty scenes,
Hmm.
you don't want to take any liberties with your fellow actor or actress, or make any kind of assumption that in real life the
Hmm.
action will be had because of said roles.
Hmm.
Uh, I think sometimes lines can be blurred, or some people will just try to take an advantage, period.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, let's practice this scene before we get to set. No, because we're actors. We do that shit on set. Like, come on now. Just saying. I heard these are things people have done.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
so respect personal space, boundaries, all that, please and thank you.
Yes. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the do's. The do's. Do seek out a professional photographer for your headshots. Do not call cousin Willie and shoot them in your bathroom. That's terrible.
What? You mean that's not appropriate?
That's not appropriate. We don't want to see your rubber ducky in the corner of the tub. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see your new shower curtain that you got.
Hard water stains.
Right, right. That's not what they're looking for. Don't do it. Seek out professional. Do your research. Get recommendations, please. Uh, do show your agent some love. I know at my agency, with my agency, Talent X Alexander, shout out to Lisa Mooney and Laura Alexander, the owner, and Lauren Smith. Um, at the end of the year, everybody sends cards, candy, t-shirts, whatever. Find out what they like. Get an idea of what they like. Or just send a simple thank you. I appreciate all your help because you are a team. I know last year I sent them cards and an assortment of chocolates, and they were so happy. Okay, that's very important. Danielle, I'm gonna let you kick on the next one.
I'm gonna say do be prepared and be professional. Know your lines, because also that is a way of respecting people's time, respecting the production, and you will have a much easier time with your scene partners.
Mm-hmm.
You do not want to be, and this is just me, I refuse to be that person that everybody's looking at because I don't know, I know one line. Yeah, please, because that is everything. If having to have some, and but dropping a line, like it happens. Dropping a line happens.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah.
That is not an issue. But it's when you're when you're ready for this one scene that's 3 or 4 pages long, and you know like 2 paragraphs, and you don't know anything, and you don't know enough to like improv or wing your way through it. That's a problem. That
Yeah,
is a problem, and that can also ruin your reputation before it even gets started
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
because people do ask about others. Hey, have you worked
Mhm,
with this person? Yeah, they didn't know their lines.
mhm.
So, or they were late every day or whatever. But yeah, be prepared and professional. And
Yeah.
you'll want to ask questions beforehand. If you have any questions about your character,
Mhm.
ask, ask, because you want to have as much information going into this thing as
Mhm.
possible.
Yep, absolutely. And keep in mind, everybody knows everybody in this
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
So be careful how you speak of someone. Keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself. Um, do surround yourself with like people in this industry. Stay away from the naysayers. They can and will bring you down. Listen to what they're saying to you. Pay attention. I've had a few, and there's some people I've had to dismiss from my life period. You're
Mm.
not in my corner. You don't support me, obviously. Why are you here? You know. So, uh, there you go. You got any more?
I do. I have two more.
Okay.
The next one is be adaptable. And this is something I had to learn early on, like the second film I was in.
Mhm,
So, we got an initial script. I memorized all those lines and everything. And then came the shooting script
mhm,
sometime later. Um, yes, so there were two scripts. Okay. So the shooting script was the one I was hardcore. I was like every line, I was just so focused about remembering all of that. So when we got to a scene, the director said, "We're gonna go with this scene from the first script."
mhm.
And I was like, I was like, oh shit, where's the script? I need to look at it and read it. And it wasn't a whole lot different.
Mhm.
It wasn't a whole lot different. But because I was so focused on making sure I said every line, every word as written, it didn't free me up to be creative. And I was fearful. And I mean, I memorized it in the 20 minutes that we had
Mhm.
before we started shooting. Um, but it never even occurred to me that that was a possibility to go with the old script.
Mhm.
So that taught me to just not be so, just to make sure that my character development is so strong in that character that if somebody does throw you a line change or something like that, that I'm comfortable because I know my character well. And if it fits the scene, it'll be easier. It's not a big deal. Whew.
Yeah.
Huh. That I was terrified. Oh my god, almost shit my pants. Um,
That is scary.
it is.
Yeah.
And the last thing I have for dues is to take care of yourself. And by that, I mean take the proper rest and self care that you need between roles, between writing, if you're a writer, or anything else that you do creatively. Because if you don't have the space and the energy to put towards the next project and for yourself.
Yeah.
I have found that um, I got in a script. It was for a short film, and it was like 11 pages. And for like 2 days straight, I couldn't, like, I'd sit down with it, and I just didn't have it in me to even read it. And then I started getting scared. But I allowed myself. I said, you know what, Danielle, just take this weekend, like, don't do anything.
Right.
And I just didn't do anything. The following week, then I started hitting it hard, and it felt good because I then had the space to do it.
Mhm.
Because I really do believe it affects your performance if you're not present, if you're
Yes.
always thinking like about the next thing.
Mhm.
But you also just want to stay present and make sure you have the energy within yourself, because you're gonna have a lot of energy going out.
Yes.
So refuel, and whatever that looks like. Could be the beach, it could be a nap, it could be a cocktail,
Mhm.
it could be anything. Just do that. Yeah,
So, are we at our time?
we are
Okay. Well,
right at time.
as always, I forgot to ring the bell,
Uh,
but it don't hurt to ring it
it's
twice.
like,
Thank you for joining us on Chatter 15 Minutes of Fame. If you have any questions, comments, please put them down here, and we will see you next time.
yes, signing off. And if there's some dumb shit that you want to add, put them in the comments. If you've done
Yes.
dumb shit yourself, or have seen dumb shit being done, or
Hmm.
anything, drop it in there, please.
I'm guilty.
Oops,
I've made mistakes.
right
Yes.
here. Yeah. All right. Bye.